The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. Don't think through shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not the average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerve like militias in the booth. Spit that word like there was a nigga too. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna stay asleep? Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk. Through the grave y'all walk. I talk for the slave from the grave. It's war.
Yo, yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Man, shit's acting real silly. I am Urgent Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody, somebody got to say this shit. Walski, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, G. Man, this is my system is really fucking up right now. It's not doing what it's supposed to.
Well, I feel like we jumping off for a hell of an ad read for Verizon Wireless, so they can cut the check at any moment.
Oh, yeah?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. And A-Trey just walked in. Oh, yeah?
Okay.
That's what we need.
What's happening?
So what are you doing, man?
I'm talking to the night.
Interrupting my pocket. I'm trying to fix my audio. You see how this is going right here already?
That's what happens when famous stop by.
Live right now. Say hi to the people, man.
Hi, people.
What's happening, Mr. Peacock himself?
What's up, Zay? Well,
oh, you know how I do, man. I'm just over here chilling.
oh yeah, I'm trying to do some chilling, man. People getting on the nerve, and that's hard
man.
to do.
Shit. I would agree with that. You seem like a very cool, collected cat, my friend. So to push your buttons, they had a real cantankerous asshole, I would imagine.
Yes, very much.
Cantankerous. Word of the day.
I've been using that word, even though I can't spell it. I've been using it habitually this week. Something about it. It's a cantankerous type of week. I'll tell you what I did today. I looked at my clock, and it said 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. And I had my paycheck already in my pocket. I looked up at all the plumbers, and I screamed out on the job site. I told them, I said, it's the weekend, bitch. The buzz and cash these checks, and I was out of there. It's all smooth sailing for here, man.
Right. Where you go? I'm out of I'm here for a while. All right. Check in. One time. I'll be gone for a couple. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Man, what he
Yeah,
better do?
thank you.
What he better do? Send him a link. Tell him to go on Javon. You know he ain't better do nothing. Tell him to show off at Rad one time on the live.
Shit.
Show off at Mustang one time on the live. Come on, man. Show him what you're working with.
Man, this ain't making no sense to me, dude.
Was it just fucking up the goddamn
Everybody go support the Peacock collection. Peacock shoes. Matter of fact, let me show you something. Let me show you what the peacocks look like.
Meanwhile, the Coast Guard boat had spotted Stephanie in the rowboat and began to give chase. She turned and started to row towards shore, hoping to reach the dock before they caught up with her. When she reached the dock, she jumped out and began to run, but there was nowhere for her to go. The patrol boat was right behind, with Bernard Leonard aboard. He and the Coast Guardsman followed her.
Yeah, that's that beautiful motherfucking shoe right there. Peacock collection made by a real one himself, Adrian Richardson. Adrian Richardson's Peacock collection. Custom shoe, Italian leather, Italian made shoe. Beautifully made. You already see what it is, man. That's the peas, the peacock peas, and he has the peacock originals. So yeah, man, support the brand, support his shoe, man. A real one making it. Peacock collection. Let's see who's in the back. JD.
Yo, while we was watching the Peacock commercial, man, JD sent me the proper spelling of cantankerous on my text message. That's a real motherfucking homie. He making sure I ain't gonna get caught slipping in these streets no more.
That's a real partner, because guess what?
No more.
Because he know that even though you can say the word, you ain't winning no spelling bees.
Spelling is important, man.
Yeah.
It's always important.
Yeah, we in the same class, and we ain't won those spelling bees together, brother. I'm telling you that. All right, but y'all guys, real quick, I'm gonna fix my system real quick. I'm gonna need you guys to take over for at least 5 minutes, entertain the people, say some funny shit. Don't mention what we're talking about tonight. Well, go ahead and mention what we're talking about briefly, though. Matter of fact, let me show them real quick. Biden's
best.
And what we mean by best, I mean his bloopers, the stupid shit he has done. Yes, the stupid shit he has done. And we also gonna briefly touch on there's only 5 days left. Polight, brother Polight faces allegation of sexual assault on a minor. He goes to court in 5 days. And we're gonna talk about it briefly. He is not the subject of the show. No. But even though he is the subject of the show, I am highly invested in this piece of shit's downfall. So with that being said, bruh, J-Wall, take over real quick while I leave.
We got you, my friend. Don't you worry about it.
Yes, sir.
So, since it happens to be me and JD on the screen real quick, what do you think, man? Why don't we walk them through our day yesterday, my friend? Tell them the deep waters we were treading.
We have to crawl them through today because we can't walk them through. Well, it was a jog up until yesterday afternoon, and then it became a crawl. I thought I wasn't never gonna get out this house. Really, I mean, seriously. I did a commercial. I did a commercial for myself, sitting here in this chair. See, I'm in Club 5518. I'm sitting in the owner's chair, and I did a commercial. And I said to myself, I said, "This shit's crazy, dude. I'm gonna start doing commercials for myself when I get fucked up." I said,
might as well do it. Just throw it all over your Instagram and your Facebook and shit.
Yeah, I got to, dog. But the commercial was so funny.
What's JD promoting? Himself.
It was so funny that I busted out. I busted out laughing. I busted out laughing because it was like a commercial. It was like one of them news clippings, and I was like, "Good afternoon to Gotham scene at 12. It's extremely hot outside in Metropolis, and it's being said that Superman is flying around making it hotter. Batman's pissed, dude." And I just busted out laughing because I was thinking to myself, "Where the fuck did that come from?" I'm sitting here, dog. I thought I was gonna die of thirst. Man, I thought I was gonna die of thirst sitting in this seat because I couldn't stand up to get nothing to drink.
Yeah, legs don't work. Wet noodles.
And when I literally woke up and this morning and this afternoon and had to go get a drink in order to level myself back out because I felt like I was on a weed hangover. It almost killed me.
Shit. That's hilarious.
I made a conscious decision that from here on out, I'm only going to eat edibles at home.
That's the only way to do it. Nestled in your bed.
Yeah, at home. I'm only going.
So for the viewers out there, if you had no clue what the fuck we was talking about there for a second, we split 600 milligram bag of Cheez-Its, edible Cheez-Its, obviously. So about 300 grams a piece. I gave JD all the bigger chunks, and I took a couple big chunks, and then all the motherfucking crumbs. So I think I might have gave JD a little bit more than I took, but my guy was frozen solid.
Stuck.
I couldn't. We letting out our partner's dog. We in his crib. Letting out his dogs because he in motherfucking Florida being a motherfucking softball superstar, phenom on the field of softball. He's the coldest motherfucker since, well, I'm sorry, I don't know any softball legends, but he up there with him, I'd imagine. The Babe Ruth of softballs. Yeah. He's up there with him. So yeah, we in the crib. We letting out the motherfucking dogs, feeding them, make sure his dogs don't starve to death, shit all over the crib and all that. Yeah, man. Hey, the shirt is legendary. Shirt is legendary.
Oh yeah, that's hot.
Those are dope. Shout out to Obvious Bane for that hookup. Those motherfuckers are nice.
Salute, Vegas.
But yeah, nevertheless.
Go ahead. Keep it going.
No, I'm just trying to see what your audio sounded like.
Yeah, am I good? Am I good? I feel good.
Yeah, no, you good. I'm just seeing what it sounded like while you was talking. But so anyways, we in our homie's house. We letting these dogs out. We split a bag of edibles. JD poured up a drink. I had a drink with me to go. I usually roll with one, like a motherfucking cell phone or my motherfucking two left feet. So we just sitting there. All of a sudden, JD look at me. He said, "Bro, I'm feeling them motherfuckers." He said, "I ain't about to be able to do shit." I was like, "Man, what about the dogs, man? We got the dogs. What are we going to do with these dogs?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "Man, we got to let them out now. We got to let them out now. Because if we don't let them out now, then it's over with. They're going to stay outside all night. We got to let them in, get them fed, put them up right now, dude, because it's just the wheels are about to fall off his bitch."
Hey,
So
JD, I asked him, hold on. JD, yeah. I asked him earlier, are they dogs or are they dogs?
They dogs. They dogs. You got an alpha male that will eat a motherfucker up unless he know you. You got a big ass husky that just wants to jump all over everything, but she gonna spook the average motherfucker because she's so aggressive.
Yeah.
And then you got a mutt that's just a straight up out and out sissy bitch. But everybody in the house love him. So yeah, but everybody in the house love him. So they dogs. I mean, that's all I can say. But that alpha male, you can kick one of them other two, and his ass will be ready to eat you alive.
And he is one ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
He look like a dog that'll bite you. He an ugly ass dog.
He
when
really
you look
do.
at him,
He
you're like,
really do.
He look like he want to eat you.
Okay, I need to segue real quick. So while I was going through my technical difficulties, as I was going through that, my woman decided to have an off-camera lingerie show for me while I'm doing this.
I don't even know why we're still doing the show.
I don't either.
If that happened, I guarantee I guarantee this. If my wife has the same notion, you're gonna see me cam down for the night.
She knew.
I'll see y'all later.
Man,
you know me. If I get one phone call, one text message, I'm out.
hey, man. Hey, you know, I got plenty of time. We got plenty of time now. We got plenty of time. But check this out. Hey, bruh. So you tell me that so I've heard this story before, and you've told me it recently. So JD, you mean JD? Yeah, JD. You mean to tell me the edibles had you stuck like that, bro?
Listen. The story he probably told you was probably the story of the brownies.
Oh, he made it bad. He made it sound bad.
Yeah, but the brownie story, the brownie story was bad. Yeah, yesterday was bad. Yesterday was bad, but it wasn't as bad as the brownie night. The brownie night was I was in a world all by my motherfucking self.
Bro, tell me the story. Tell them the story you told me about the brownies real quick, and then Irk will know why it sounded so heinous. I didn't make it sound bad. JD made it sound bad telling me about it.
All right, look. First of all, the brownies were homemade. They wasn't no shit that you buy already sealed in a package like the shit J-Wall come through with yesterday. They were literally. Well, he came with some shit that was already sealed in the package, and it's like taking cheap aspirin. You might get one that'll kill your headache, and then you might get one that'll kill you. So it was a 50-50 shot. So what he came through with yesterday was good. It wound up being a nice. I can still stand up after an hour or so. I can stand up on my feet. With the brownies, they were homemade. They were chemically engineered in a kitchen by a motherfucker that had no business fucking. He definitely was an evil scientist. He didn't have no business fucking around with them chemicals.
He said
because he fucked me.
He said chemically engineered in the kitchen.
Yeah, he fucked me all the way up with them brownies. Now, look, I took a square of brownies, like the square of a miniature Snickers, except not as thick. But it was about the same size square as one of the miniature Snickers. And I'm not thinking. I pops the motherfucker in my mouth. I chews it up. I savors the chocolate because it's good and chocolatey. And it go down. 30 minutes later, I said, damn, I'm high. I was like, 10 minutes went by after that, and I was like, no, I'm extremely high. Another 5 minutes went by, and I said, oh my God, I'm rising as I speak. I'm high, and I can't stop.
High is
Dude,
church
Now,
size.
hold on. Now, if you know that you're high, are you really high?
yeah, trust me, I've been doing this
No,
shit since I was 16.
I'm just saying.
I know when hey, I can feel it going up.
Yeah,
He
no,
said,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
trust me.
This ain't
No,
no
I'm
game.
saying. Cognition. Does cognition play a part?
Let me have you ever
shit.
been on a plane?
See, there you go. See, why you put me on blast like that, JD? Why you
I'm just
gonna put me
asking.
on Front Street in front of the whole YouTube goddamn streets, man?
If
You
you've
don't put
ever been on a plane,
Wait. You ain't never been on a plane?
too young to remember.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
well, you
listen.
been
My
on one
mom,
though.
my mom and my family tell me about such a tale, but I'm too young to remember.
Okay. Well,
Were
I
you
tell you.
scared of it?
And I'm definitely afraid of the thought.
Yeah.
My woman
I
is
tell you
going
what.
to get me on my
Well,
woman
we
is going to
gonna
get me on
get
a
you on a
plane to
plane.
go to Vegas. Hey, JD, matter of fact, you do the December thing in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
And you're
guess
more than
what?
welcome to show up.
Guess who's going to Vegas in December?
That's a wonderful situation. I'll send you the dates. Cause we need to be out there together. But
You're
if
breaking
you've
up,
ever
bro.
been on a plane, there's
Hold
a
on, what's going
moment
on?
on the
What's going
plane.
on? What's going on? What's going on with the sound?
I don't know. I can hear
Oh,
you
we
fine.
losing. Come on, you gotta come on. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me
Come
now?
on back, J-Wall. Hey, so, yeah, I can hear you, JD. J-Wall need to get back in here. I need my man
If,
H.
if you've ever been on a
I need
plane,
H. back on here.
there's
Yeah,
a
man, my
moment.
bad.
Salute, fellas. All right, real quick. Salute to you. I got my
Salute.
drink in my hand. Friday, I had a long
Salute.
concrete cutters week.
2 cups of styrofoam. Now, if you ever been on a plane, there's a moment. There's a moment when you get on a plane when you're taking off that when he punches it so that you can get up enough speed to get in the air that it pins you to the seat and you can't really raise up because you're moving so quick.
You're gonna have to start that whole. You're gonna have to start that whole diatribe over.
Okay. Getting high on the
brownies. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Getting high on the brownies was like being on a plane. There's a moment on a plane when you get ready to take off where the pilot punches it so you can get up enough speed to take off. When he does that, it's gonna pin you to the seat. I mean, you just boom, and you can't raise up. And when you think you're gonna be able to raise up, he moves. He gives it a little bit more, and you move a little faster, and you pin on back to the seat. That's what them brownies are like.
Hey, JD. You started. I couldn't hear a motherfucking thing, and then it came back, and you said, "That's what the brownies is like." Hey, do me a favor, jump out and come back in, G.
All right.
Jump out and come right back in. So again, good peoples, I am Earth to Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody, somebody got to say this shit. We are talking and about to do a show. Here we go. We are about to do a show about Joe Biden. And we are having technical difficulties. Can you hear me, baby? Do me a favor. I'll be back here. Check on it. So let me add my people's back in. Can you hear me, J Wall?
I can hear you now, my friend.
I can hear everybody. Damn it. JD is there. We go. JD's back.
What are you running the two phones at the same time?
I got two phones. Yeah. Yeah, that dumb shit.
All right, we're good.
Yes, sir. I can hear everybody now. Now, look, I am sorry for the bullshit. This is how it goes. Sometimes you're going to go through this, but you are going to have a good show because we are talking about Crazy Joe, Lazy Joe, or however you want to call him. This piece of shit has done the unthinkable. No, it's not actually. Joe. It's not actually unthinkable, though, because I actually said if you go back into one of my videos, the truth about COVID-19 and what you didn't know about Event 201, at the very end of that video, you will hear me say, we are now approaching mandatory martial law, mandatory medical martial law. Let me say it again. I, quoting myself, said, we are now approaching mandatory medical martial law. And that is what's happening, folks. Now look, a lot of my people think I'm an asshole. I get it. I permeate it sometimes. It's okay, but it's all in good reason. And I tell you why. Because my asshole only works when I'm irritated. And when I'm irritated, the irk comes out of me.
I didn't know what he was about to say, man. I thought he was going to say, when he said my asshole only works, I was afraid he was going to say when her thumb's in it or some shit like that, and it was going to fuck me up.
No, bro, wait.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
No, bro, wait. Hold the presses. That in itself would have been some wild shit. But listen, what he said, in fact, on his own accord, that playback is going to be wild, bro. You better hope your haters ain't looking for you now. My ass only works. Let me give you the exact verbatim playback while it's still fresh in my mind. My asshole only works when it's irritated.
Irritated.
You're about to be mean city on that one. You're about to be mean city.
Dude.
I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
I might put you on a t-shirt my damn self.
I'm so heterosexual that I didn't even notice. You get it? I'm so heterosexual that I didn't even notice. So do what you will.
That's the funniest shit I've ever heard, bro.
That one statement right there is a complete, filthy, dirty, on its own whole show.
Whole show.
I'm just saying.
We are gonna do shows. We are definitely gonna do shows.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
We are not doing shows about my butthole.
No,
we're not doing shows about buttholes.
I don't suggest we do shows about nobody's butthole. I mean, I got stories.
The funniest thing is,
they ain't about my butthole, but they about other people's butthole. Some women won't even speak to me after this show.
The funny thing is, we started this show off with the premise of clowning an asshole, and somehow we got off the rails, but still, in fact, talk about assholes. It's brilliant.
But, okay, so to go, wait. Let me say this. And then
go ahead, Jay.
We can move on. First of all, the topic of today's show.
Go ahead.
I like, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a champion for the underdog. And Broadway Joe is, hey man, I'm not a fan of politics. I'm not a fan of any one man or woman, but Broadway Joe, to me, after the 4 years of what we went through with Dumb Donald, I ain't knocking Broadway Joe one way or the other. I'm just like, okay, Joe. But I'm not a news watcher, so I don't really know. When people tell you, that literally 2-3 weeks ago, when the shit popped off in Afghanistan, people had to tell me on the street what the fuck was going on because I didn't know nothing about nothing for the first couple of days.
Oh, I'm so glad you happened to mention that.
I don't watch the news. I'm like, dude, everything on the news is fucking depressing to me. And I got enough issues in today's world without getting up watching depressing ass shit 4 or 5 times a fucking day. I can't. My spirit won't let me deal with all that evil negativity. That energy is too much for my spirit. My spirit won't let me deal with it. So I don't watch the shit. So I don't really know what Broadway Joe has done to upset people.
Well, actually, you're halfway, my friend, because the fact that you know that everything going on is a bunch of fucking evil, depressing shit, you're on the right track, my friend. But unfortunately, Broadway Joe happens to be at the moment.
Bro, you are breaking up badly.
Yeah.
Well, while we get over the technical difficulties, JD, let me say something to you, my brother. I've done some research, and I've been doing research a long time. You know how I am. I'm one of them book reading niggas.
Yeah.
And so I made a video. I made this video in March of 2019, and I put it on my Instagram. And this video is this.
The vision is renewed.
Thank you. Be careful what you wish for.
The power is reawakened.
Death penalty proposals, and I might add, Biden crime bill is before us, calls for the death penalty for 51 offenses.
The fear is reborn.
The struggle for America's soul.
Hellbound.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, some people may say that I'm a seer of such events, but I just pay attention, man. Joe Biden. See, now understand, this video was placed on my Instagram. You go to my Instagram, _the_nerve, Mr. Somebody, on Instagram, and you would see that this video was done in March of 2019. If you know when the presidential elections actually happen, you would say, damn. So, now that we are here, Joe Biden is the president. And this is what he has done so far in his presidency during the so-called worst pandemic in our modern time. Jay Walski, will you please read that for me, sir?
Yeah, man. Can y'all hear me good?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, cool. Biden announces plan to require large companies to mandate COVID vaccine. Look. Here's the thing with these headlines and with people. This is how you should read it. Here's the thing, really. Don't even worry about the first word, Biden. Plan to require large companies to mandate COVID vaccine. Require, mandate, vaccine. That's what this is what you pick out of this whole motherfucking thing if you listen to anything else. And here's the thing, folks. You're getting caught up in your belief system and you're trying to lose your freedom at the same time as you want to push your beliefs. You follow me? If you want to take the stabby jabby, do so. It's readily available. You could probably get a donut for it. Maybe a lotto ticket, a hot dog. If you don't want to take it, then don't. And I would strongly agree with you. But the problem with that whole paragraph there is mandated, mandate, require, mandate. This is supposed to be the land of the free, liberty.
Well,
freedom.
hold on, Jay Well. But like I said, in a video that I made about COVID-19, which is titled, the video can be found on my YouTube channel. You can also go to that YouTube channel. Make sure if you are watching this video or this live stream right now, you are already on the channel. Please subscribe if you have not done so already. Please subscribe, hit the bell for any notifications. Anytime we came up, we go kayaking, or we go fishing, we are in the kitchen making some shit, whatever we do, we're going to keep doing it. And we're going to keep showing you. Somebody got to say this shit. So, with that being said, on this channel, on YouTube, I have actually said, we are approaching mandatory medical martial law. And with Joe Biden's words in his speech, now understand this is not law. This is legislation. This is what he wants to become a policy. He's campaigning for this. It's not a law yet. It's not an executive order. It doesn't need a veto. So, with that being said, he is ramping up the fear as the executive, the leader of the executive branch of our fucking United States of America. He is ramping up the fear amongst the populace by doing such a thing. What do you say?
All right. First of all,
I would agree.
let me let me say this. I've always felt, and I always will feel, and people they'll never get it. But our worst enemy and our best friend are one and the same. It's the media. The media can be our worst enemy. It can be our best friend. It is what it is because people believe what they hear. And have you ever heard the old saying, believe half of what you hear and none of what you see?
None of what you hear. Yeah.
With the media, that's what it is. You can't believe everything you hear. And you definitely can't believe everything you see that they show you. It all looks sideways. Let's take our man George Floyd, for instance. We all watched that video. Believe because we seen the looks on their faces. We can believe what we seen because we seen the actual looks on their faces. But they do make things they call actors. None of them folks was actors. So we can say, okay, they wasn't acting. That man was in real distress. They really fucked him around. We can all come to that conclusion.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We all came to the same conclusion. But when it comes to most of the media, what they show you, you can't believe all of that. Like the post you got on Instagram, it says a lot, but some of that could be taken out of context. I'm not knocking.
Well, that's to say that the video that I edited purposely to make, his words are his words, absolutely. But I purposely edit that video as a means of propaganda. That is propaganda 101. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I took an audio clip from a scary movie and placed it strategically in between Joe Biden speaking. But I did that for shock value. I did that for a certain effect. And I did it purposely to convey a certain message. And that is exactly what media does. I am a part of media. And anyone that is creating content on YouTube is a part of media. What are your agendas? What is your agenda when you create your content? My agenda is basically to shit on our politicians. I'm getting a lingerie show. If I throw a random interjection out for no reason and you think it's no reason, it is for a reason. On this side of my living space, I am getting a show. So, with that being said, so JD,
yes,
man, you gotta. So I'm gonna convert you. I'm gonna convert you. Baby, will you bring me my vape? I'm gonna convert you.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to convert me, Eric.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Simply because.
Shall we start?
No, I'm saying you can try it, but I get up and look at this face in the mirror every day, and I got a choice when I do it whether or not I want to lie to myself or tell myself the truth. And for a number of years now, I've always told myself the truth, especially about myself. I'm the only one gonna tell me the truth. Damn. She need to reach out a little bit. You would scoot that chair to the right, and she gonna have to stretch her arm out. Don't do that shit no more. But there's no. I don't feel like I need to be converted because, like I said, it ain't that I don't trust Joe as a politician no more than I trust the next motherfucker. But everybody that takes that office,
and that's my whole point,
comes
JD.
in with the last minute problems to deal with.
That's my
I feel
whole
like
point,
the man's
JD.
dealing the best way he can right now.
But he's not. No politician is. Never trust politicians. They work for their own self-interest. They never work for the people.
And I can believe that. But they also already know.
History shows us.
I mean, we just got rid of a cat who pretty much felt like he could make the people put him back in office and make them do what the hell he wanted them to do. Listen, I don't mean no harm. I'm 51 years old. I'm a grown ass man.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
I'm gonna go where I want to go.
No.
Come back when I get ready to feel. When I feel like coming back. You can't make a grown adult do what the fuck you want them to do.
JD,
they've done that already.
Oh, okay, but
no,
JD, hold on.
That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing for sure the past 2 years. Put on that mask. Stand 6 foot apart. Close your business. Take your stabbing.
But my thing,
at one point when it comes to having a government and being a person that ain't involved in that government at the highest levels, we all get told what to do.
Yeah, but my point is
that's a fact.
My point is, Jay Wall, how many times have you been out of the house without your mask?
Every motherfucking day.
Facts. I put that motherfucker on when I want to put it on. If I decide I'm going in the store and I don't want to go back to the car to get that bitch, I'm going in the store. If I decide I'm going to put this motherfucker on because there's a lot of people in this motherfucking store and I don't like people being around me anyway. So that 6 foot distance rule, that worked out for me more than it did anybody else in the motherfucking world. I'm good.
Okay,
I don't want you around me, breathing on me, coughing on me, none of that shit. So I'm good. But I'm going to put that mask on when I choose.
Are we in agreement that COVID designation 19 is a thing? It is an actual sickness that is out there.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, it's a thing, yeah.
However if it was put out there by a pangolin, or some fucking bat or some fucking whatever laboratory in Wuhan, however it was put out, we all in agreement that it is a thing and it is a sickness and it is some form of pathogen that's getting people sick.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I got friends that ain't here today to talk about it.
I had the shit. Shit knocked me down cold-blooded for 3 weeks. Thought I was going to clock out. Lost 28 pounds. Took me 6 weeks in total to recover. So it's a for sure thing.
And when I seen J-Wall, I was like, what the fuck happened to you? And of course, me and J-Wall doing what me and J-Wall do. We blew one. And the next week, I went to the motherfucking doctor because I had to have a surgery. And I tested for the COVID and went to the doctor that Friday. On a Tuesday, went to the doctor that Friday, and they said, we got to cancel your surgery. You got COVID. And I had to go do the damn quarantine for 14 days. And the first thing I said was, it had to been J-Wall.
Yeah.
But I never got a symptom. I never got a symptom. And I quarantined for 14 days and never got a symptom, never felt bad, none of that shit. And I come out on top. It's not that it does not exist. It exists. And I swear I feel like as a country, as a world, we are looking at this shit all wrong. Because I want them to tell me, once I've had COVID, do I always have COVID? Just the top 5 questions that I feel like ain't nobody fucking answering that need to be answered is, once you've had COVID, do you always have COVID?
Yes.
Once you've had COVID, can you always pass COVID? Is it something that stays in your body like chicken pox and you know, the shit that you get and you know you got it, but you know it won't bother you unless you have like
Yes.
an outbreak? That
Yes.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the questions that I think we need to answer. You know what I'm saying? How, if I've had COVID and a new strain of COVID comes out, like how now, if I get the new strand, will my body and its antibodies kick in and fight harder to defeat this? Or what? These are the questions we're not answering them. Everybody's saying,
Still
get a
remains to be
vaccine, get a
seen.
vaccine. Man, what the fuck
That
you
remains
mean
to
get a
be seen.
vaccine?
I tell you the question.
So
is this all these therapeutics that have hit the scene, and then people said, "Oh, that's crazy. Don't do it," or they ban it, or censor the talk, or the conversation about it on all the platforms. Here's the thing: I don't care if Agent Orange told you to take it. I don't care if some motherfucking conspiracy person told you to take it, or a bunch of doctors told you to take it. Here's the question: ain't nobody had. They saying such and such said it, so it's bullshit. Such and such taking this, he's a clown. Here's the thing: ain't nobody asking, does it work? Does it fucking work? Because
exactly.
if it works,
It don't. See, at this point, it don't matter if it works because
in fact work, it changes the entire narrative in the entire game. That is the question.
no.
My
See, the thing is, I mean, but
because
you're real like that question
works,
is real broad. Like what?
If a therapeutic works, what's your leg to stand on for mandating a stabby jabby? You have none.
If your own immune system works, if your own immune system works, why do you need the stabby jabby? You've already built your own body can build up antibodies against this. Am I wrong?
Another question.
Like you don't need a you don't need a vaccine. Well, you don't need a shot in order to build up the antibodies that goes against this. You just turned into a motherfucking invisible mother. Hey man, J Walls, what you out moving?
Here's a question. Here's a question. Why early on, instead of promoting immune health and vitamins, they just told you to stay home. They just told you to stay home. But then when they want you to take the stabby, they want to give you a free donut, which is bad for your health. And really, if you eat enough donuts, you'll be in the high risk category of people who catch the long ride down from COVID.
Okay,
why are we talking about that?
None of this shit is uniform, though. None of this shit is from state to state to state. Everyone's dealing with this so-called pandemic different. No one has a uniformed, federally mandated way of dealing with it. And as far as coming from the executive branch, Biden wanting businesses to do A, B, and C is a want and only a want until he puts it down on some type of executive order or puts it down as a bill and presents it, to the House. So, I mean, the thing is, there are businesses and companies, corporations out there that are automatically going to jump on it because corporations are going to join hands with Big Pharma in a way that we have never seen before, because you are going to be billed for every booster shot. You're going to be billed for your vaccine. You're going to be every vaccine for the new variants that you're going to have to get. You're going to be billed for all of that. And the fact that 80 million Americans will be forced to take the vaccine. How does Big Pharma lose?
Okay.
Big Pharma
Okay,
can't lose.
let me tell you how they lose. Listen, whatever happened to self-preservation? We've had self-preservation before we knew that we could smack two rocks together and make fire. Cavemen had self-preservation. Whatever happened to that? We know what they say can give you the virus. Okay, some of us, I ain't pointing no fingers, J Wall, don't want to put on a mask. That's fine. That's cool. If you don't want to, I choose to go around crowds of people where I feel like they standing too close to me, and I want to put on a mask. That's groovy. That's my self-preservation kicking in.
Yeah.
J Wall chooses not to put one on. His self-preservation will kick in other places. He may not go as many places I go or do as much as I do out and about. Whatever happens, it shouldn't have to be. Even if big businesses get with politicians and say, okay, we're going to mandate that these motherfuckers got to put these masks on and shit like that. Listen, that mask ain't stopping shit from coming through. It won't stop the smell of a fart. So what the fuck is we fucking with this mask for? Really? But at the same time, if it makes some people feel comfortable to put the motherfucking mask on, and they, like me, I don't want to be close to you no way, so I'm going to put the mask on, but then, bitch, stand 7 feet away from me. Don't get too close to me. Talk to me from over there type shit. Then we fine and well. Self-preservation, we don't need a mandate. We don't need a mandate for nothing. Because I'm sorry, I don't know about you, brothers. I wants to wake up in this motherfucker tomorrow. I got a 26-year-old daughter that said, Dad, being dead ain't so bad. And you know what I said to her? How you know? She said, what do you mean? I said, you ever been there? No. Then how the fuck you know being dead ain't so bad?
Yeah.
You don't know that if you ain't never been there. So I'm in no hurry to be dead.
Nor will you ever come back to tell us how it is on the other side.
Even when you go, you're not going to come back and be like, hey, Dad, I told you it wasn't so bad. No, you're not going to be able to tell me that.
No
so
one
I'm good.
has, no one has, never one will. So
no one never will.
We can go into a huge dogmatic conversation about that, and I do not want no dogma in this apartment while this woman is dressed up. Jesus Christ! Hey, that was Freudian. That was a Freudian slip.
No, I just feel like we don't. I just feel like as a people, as a country, as a world, a unit, a whole, we don't need mandates like that. We need to let self-preservation kick the fuck in, and we need to do what's got to be done to keep as many of us safe as we can keep until we figure out how we gonna get rid of this bullshit that came to me out of nowhere. You know, and that's what we need to do as a unit, as a whole. The entire world needs to do that as a unit. It needs to let self-preservation. We got mental health patients that roam the street, and damn near the population of them is more than the population of us sane motherfuckers. And they don't really they may not have the mental capacity to tend to themselves.
You read that? Y'all read that on the comments from Lex?
Didn't he give
postal workers a pass?
What is that true? A pass on what, man? A pass on what? The stabby? You know what I take it? Is that what that means? Is that what that means?
I didn't read anything like that.
If that's the truth, man, I'll go sling letters tomorrow.
Lex, feel free to come up and have the conversation. This is a come up, call in. If you want to have a conversation, if you want to interject that piece of information into the conversation, please feel free to come up. You have to show your face at least once, and that is in the introduction in order to have the conversation. If not, I will consider you a troll, and I am a troll slayer on YouTube, so we're not going to get along. But other than that,
definitely call in.
If you want to have the conversation,
I want to know because I'm not going to watch
feel
the
free
news
to
today.
come up. I didn't hear that information. I didn't hear that information. Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
If that's the case, man, I'm gonna go apply. I'm gonna go apply. I'm with it.
But see, you gotta understand there are as many. This is not left leaning. This is not right leaning. This is completely a for one.
Here's the thing when people miss.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So for one, coming from the executive level of our government, or this government, I say our begrudgingly. Coming from the executive level, there should be no way you should make such a statement. You gotta understand, and this was sent to me by my lovely baby girl. This was actually said. This was actually said by Joe Biden. The executive leader of your fucking United States and the land of the free. Remember that shit? And the hope of the. Okay, what the fuck?
Okay.
What does free mean? What does free mean to you? What does free mean to you?
This is where me and Joe
wasn't that my question to you a couple weeks ago, Irk? Is freedom even important anymore? Is freedom even a thing worth talking about anymore? Because here's the thing, we have had it so well for a long time in this country. Even the brokest motherfucker you know in this country lives a lavish life in a lot of sectors of the world, believe it or not. I know a cat from Rwanda, when he first made it to the States, he ran up on a homeless man downtown Detroit, and the homeless man asked him for money, and the guy said, "What do you need money for?" He said, "Food, clothes." He said, "You have a shelter for that. They give you cards with money on that for that in America. In Rwanda, if you don't have anything to eat or any money, you don't have anything to eat or any money. Period. There's no
good looking Lex. Good looking Lex on that, man. Great information, man.
There's no shelter. There's no soup kitchen. There's no mission. There's no nothing. There's no bus line. None of that. We've had it great. And people are so willing to just hand over what they had for this shit. They crazy. You ain't even looking at the numbers. If you look at the numbers of COVID deaths when COVID was at its highest, when it hit, when it was pandemonium, everybody had hand sanitizer and Lysol, and motherfuckers was buying toilet paper like they was retarded. Like if it's a goddamn apocalypse out here, wiping your ass is the biggest priority. If you don't eat, you ain't shitting like that, motherfucker. You motherfuckers are crazy. Buying up all the meat. What are you gonna do in your refrigerator? Your electric go out. What are you doing? This is what Americans do in apocalyptic time. They buy steaks and toilet paper. You stupid motherfuckers. Y'all ain't ready for the worst of it. We've had it made. I tell you what fucked us up. Air conditioning, microwaves, and social media. It fucked you all up. Fucked your head up. You soft as Charmin now, squishy. You know why I don't load up my house?
We are we're definitely not our granddaddies.
Oh, we ain't none of them.
You know I load my house good because my neighbors follow me.
Facts.
Y'all are soft out here. Y'all are squishy out here.
So what do we do about it, man? What do we? Is it too late?
Because in the height of COVID, if you look at the numbers and the months that it was the highest and people were dropping like flies, guess what else that was? Your average flu season. Guess what the deaths mounted up to COVID only, not any comorbidities, only COVID. The same number that flu wipes out every year. And I know motherfuckers, myself included, who have snorted cocaine out of $1 bills and got a lap dance in a strip club during flu season and pat out. I'm still here, bitch. Y'all are soft.
You get too much of an education right now, man. Too much of an education.
I'm giving y'all George Carlin's Ghost. You're soft.
I'll tell the Browning stories. I can't.
We do the dumbest shit. We lick cigars with our saliva and pass it around, and then put a mask on and go to the grocery. Are you crazy? Fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
I tell the Browning story. J-Wall, he gonna tell a little bit more. I'm gonna tell the Browning story. That's the one I'm sticking with, man. For real. I still say self-preservation is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Joe says it ain't got nothing to do with personal whatever, but it does. It has everything to do with that. I mean, to me, it's personal if I want to wake up and be here tomorrow. That's my choice.
JD, you can't sell me. You can't sell me and at least 6 generations of this freedom shit, and then tell us we have no freedoms, especially when it's something as simple as my fucking health. Hold on.
No.
How is this not a HIPAA violation? How are you, executive representative of the fucking United States of America, have any say about my medical?
Yeah.
I mean,
here's my thing.
I heard the Jeopardy music playing.
And here's the thing, how we used to have it in America. Remember regular flu season? If you wanted to take the vaccine for the flu, you took your ass to Walgreens or wherever and you got it. If you did not want to take it, you did not take it. And then what did you do? You just went on about your merry way. And the people who took the vaccine didn't say fucking shit to the people who did not take it, and vice versa. And now we have a fucking problem. You motherfuckers lost your goddamn minds is the problem. Quit listening to these stupid motherfuckers. We do what we want out here. That's the only fucking reason America is America. We do what the fuck we want. If we don't do what we want, at every motherfucking turn and suffer the consequences legally or not, if we get caught, then what are we doing? We ain't no better or different than nobody else. Why do people
We
get on
certainly
rap?
did what the fuck we wanted to do in Afghanistan for fucking decades, plural. Decades, we did whatever the fuck we wanted in Afghanistan.
Why do motherfuckers get on rafts and float over here for the slice of the apple pie? And when they get here, now we got politicians telling them, we're going to fuck you in the ass like your country used to do. There ain't even no reason to come here no more if you motherfuckers don't stand on your motherfucking square. Soft ass bitches.
Oh, shit. Hey, shit. Hey,
he's all in.
He's all in. He's in rare form. Hey, Brother Polight, there's only 5 days left.
If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it.
There's only 5 days left for you, Brother Polight. What are you gonna do? See, you're gonna have to put in. You're gonna have to go ahead and put in the plea. You have to put in the plea. You're gonna have to say guilty, not guilty. You're gonna have to either make a deal, and then it begins. See, the shit starts to roll downhill for you. From there on out, 5 days left. I'm on that ass. I'm gonna be watching like it's the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be watching you the entire time. Yes. Yeah. I'm all in. I'm invested. Yes.
What's his story?
I, Earth the Nerve, am invested in your downfall. Yes, I am. I knew you were a piece of shit before the state of Florida got your DNA as evidence.
So what's his story, man? What did he do?
Piece of shit. Just an all around piece of shit, scam artist, and you can't 3-card Monty me. You can't, I'm from the mud. I'm from the flames. I'm from the bullshit. You can't gamer. You can't do that. No, I used to do it. I used to do all the bullshit hustles, not scamming, but hustling. Yes, the gift of gab shit. I can hear it in your voice. You's a bullshitter, and I knew it from the very start. You took Natural Tahuti's information and sold it as if it was your own. Natural Tahuti went to prison, and you live out here as a piece of shit. But there's only 5 days left, like I said, and we're gonna be counting down.
Hey, but get JD here real quick too. What he got? What is he facing? What did he do exactly?
Yeah.
Okay, JD, check this out real quick. Lord have mercy. You can watch this while I
This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Noak Jr., also known as Brother Polight, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Noak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated. So yeah, not guilty, nothing else.
According to the police report, Noak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in L.A., asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after party at a club in Miami. The report states Noak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast, inner thighs, and buttocks. It goes on to say Noak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Noak trying to make her throw up.
these are serious allegations, but in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Noak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career. Noak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation.
Yeah, you hear it, JD. That's what it is. DNA evidence, sexual assault on a 14-year-old. Off with your head. As my man, off with your head, as my man Mario J. Tough love.
My first two questions is before we sends him to death because she was 14 would be, are we hanging her mother first? Because there's no way in hell I'm letting my 14-year-old go to a party with a grown-ass motherfucker that I'm fucking around with, and it's an after party. Number one. Number two is, where's her daddy at? Because even if he ain't in the home, dude should be dead already, and we should be looking at her daddy getting ready to go on trial. Because, again, I say, there's no way in hell my 14-year-old daughter is going to an after party with a grown-ass man that my baby mama used to fuck with or fucking with. It's not going to happen. So, I mean, I'm not telling you that dude ain't wrong. That dude is shit. And I believe he's shit. But at the same motherfucking time, I'm looking at her mom. I mean, is a child protective services looking at her mama? You know what I'm saying? Because according to the news, she let her go.
Well, JD, there's a lot more information on this story, and the actual report is that the young lady, the 14-year-old, was actually in a verbal dispute. Now, this is all alleged from what the reports are saying. Was in a verbal dispute with her mother. Brother Polight was trying to be the mediator, I guess, and somehow offered to take the team downstairs for late night dinner. And seeing that they, I guess, couldn't get dinner, they left and went to a club. He
no, sir.
also, yeah. So
no, sir.
Basically,
no, sir. That's an all the way around lie. That's all, because if we're going to get dinner, then we're going to get dinner. But that don't give you permission to take my child and go to a fucking club. No, sir. I don't believe none of that.
This man fancies himself as a so-called pro-black teacher, a scholar of esoteric information. Esoteric means information not readily known. Esoteric means information not readily known by the populace, known by a few, and not understood by the populace. Okay, so with that being said,
JD. In a nutshell,
he is a polygamist.
He talk a good game. In a nutshell, he talk a good game.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, I was about to say. When Irk was explaining what all he specializes in and giving me the definition, I was about to say, and I'm still vexed. Vexed meaning troubled, because there's no way that my damn 14-year-old is leaving to go nowhere with a grown man that her mother fucked with. That is not getting ready to fucking happen. And if it happens, then they all have a fucking issue. They all got a problem. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Her mother should have never let her go with that dude.
Here's my thing too. Like they got the DNA evidence. They got DNA evidence with this disgusting enough, and he's on trial. And here's my thing: he's on a trial, which I guess he could get off, or he could not get off. More than likely, they're probably going to bury him. But nevertheless, the fact that you a grown ass man and you was with this girl's mama and you took her to a nightclub and you was even in the situation where she was with you at a nightclub drinking. I mean, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a 10-year-old daughter. I got a 10-year-old daughter. I'm talking 4 years from now. This is her age. If a grown ass man was to take her to motherfucking Dairy Queen, he would be pig shit by the end of the motherfucking week. You follow me? I mean, are you crazy?
Absolutely.
A grown ass man with my baby, like 14. Well, here's my thing: as a grown ass man, you have no explanation to be out at a party with a drunk 14-year-old. No matter what happened even after that, the fact that you put her in the car, you pulled up and you walked in the joint, you foul. You foul for that.
Man, dude,
Everything
but you don't understand.
Worse upon worse, but you foul for putting her in the car and driving her to the destination. You foul. You want to get dinner. It's late. What's the excuse is that motherfucker? Go to McDonald's, get her some McNuggets. She's 14 and go home.
Yeah, we grabbing cheeseburgers and your ass going right back to the crib.
Are you crazy? It was that's the excuse. It was too late to eat dinner, so I took her to the club. The fuck? Motherfucker McDonald's. Should be open forever.
It is so many. It is so many of these weird.
What after hour club do you know in Miami? Again, I'm gonna ask the question again. What after hours club do you know that's a 14-year-old in?
None, except for the motherfucking ones where they knew the motherfucker that was bringing her in.
Yeah. Well, that's got to be the case because what
he was well known in that motherfucker in order for him to get her in there.
Yeah, because what regular ass bouncer lets her pass? Like, what? That's a baby. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Because I work security. If I'm bouncing at the front door and you show up, exactly, you're not bringing her in here.
Yeah,
but she's with me.
I'm probably gonna go ahead and walk her right back out that motherfucker and be like, here's a cell phone. Call your goddamn mammy and get a ride. Get whatever you gotta do.
I'll probably be standing there with the police. Hey, I know for sure she ain't old enough to get in here, and this is the motherfucker she came with.
Matter of fact, me and JD was talking about this the other day. I don't even want to talk to a chick if she's 21. To be honest with you, I mean,
I can't.
That's old enough, but for me at 21, look, I ain't had a good grown man thought until I was 30 years old. I'm 34. 4 years ago, motherfucker, you a baby.
Yeah. 18, hey, what you just said was the realest shit. Hey, say that again.
Dude, our mind states.
Your first grown man thought was what?
When I was 30. That was 4 years ago. 4.
Man,
I'm 34.
Man, y'all better listen to what he's saying, man. The the male humanoid development mentally is much, much slower than the female humanoid. Mentally. That's a fact. That's a scientific fact.
And that's why for you young guys out there, if you like, these girls think they smarter than me. Like, no, they are kind of.
They are.
Don't.
Not all of them. Hey, don't get it twisted. Not all of them.
I was gonna say don't gas them women up like that, cause don't gas them women up like that, cause trust me, ain't all of us slow.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I put a disclaimer out. Not all of them. Some of them are dumbass bitches. But I'm just saying, development-wise, I could agree. I had girls
the first question any woman may want to ask a man was, "Did you have a mother?"
You want to drink? That's did you have a father?
No. Damn man, ask him if he had a mother.
Oh,
because I had a mother.
Ask him.
Yeah, ask him, did he have a mother? Because see, I had a mother. And my mother's main thing, and most mothers' main thing, if they raising sons, is they don't want their sons being mistreated or misused by no woman. So they might want to ask if he had a mother.
Right. Good point.
I had a mother, and she made me the brightest motherfucking crayon in the box. So, any of that, I'm getting ready to get over on him. I'm getting ready. No, we not doing none of that.
Oh, my mother was cutthroat to any woman, any young lady I try to bring to the house.
Exactly. That's why I say, ask your man if he had a mother. If he had a mother, then play it for what it's worth. But don't think you smarter than him, because that may not be the case for you. But dude is straight garbage though, and her mother's garbage. And I don't know where her daddy at, but if he ain't already done threatened to kill that man, then he's garbage.
That's motherfucking facts across the board, my friend.
So let me say this though. I don't know many motherfuckers that's gonna beat state evidence DNA on the sexual assault. Good luck.
The only person that did it was OJ.
I say that with so much sarcasm. I didn't even mean that. Good luck. When I said good luck, I didn't mean that. That was so sarcastic. That was bullshit. I don't wish you no luck. Matter of fact, I know you did it because it's in your character to be such a fucking low down piece of shit. I know you did it. I don't know you personally, but I know characters.
I know you did it because you thought it was a good look to take a 14-year-old to the club.
No, he is what is known clinically as a narcissistic sociopath. You have you started your own community because obviously the community that you were originally a part of was no good. Was that Malachi your community? No, never mind that. Anyway,
wait.
You started
J-Wall, just tell me, what type of idiot is he to think that it's a good look for him to take a 14-year-old to the motherfucking party? I don't.
That in itself,
I hope that is not what he thought.
You foul from jump.
Yeah, I hope that ain't. I hope he didn't think to himself, this is gonna be a good look for me. No, I'm hoping he thought, but I know he didn't think at all that this is gonna be my fucking downfall. No, he never thought that.
But like,
because if he thought that, he wouldn't have took him.
Like you said earlier, you know how he knew that shit was a bad look? he had to throw some little motherfucking under the table money to the bouncer to get in. You already know you're fake. Because
he never got in.
He could walk right in the bar.
They never got in. They never got in. They went straight to a hotel that was not the hotel the mother was in. So he got another hotel room in order to entertain the 14-year-old child. When this sociopathic narcissist has he fancies himself to have 4 wives in a polygamous relationship. He has 4 adult wives, collecting more, and yet still wants to entertain a minor piece of shit.
Yeah. That's one of them weirdo, like, serial killer type motherfuckers that just can't get enough.
There's only 5 days left. You were talking to Buster. Buster should say that to you. There's only 5 days left. You only got 5 days left. Polight. Let's go back to Crazy Joe. Now, I told you earlier, JD, that I was going to convert you. The converting starts now.
Okay.
Now we're going. Okay, so I need you to pay attention the entire time. Okay.
I always do, Eric.
I know you do, and this one right here is if these round of videos don't convince you, we are in a whole heap of trouble. I don't know what else to show you. Okay, so real quick, I just want to show you some under Biden. We finally ended the longest war ever.
And we pulled out in the worst way. We pulled out.
J-Wall, yes, sir, J-Wall.
If you were hitting with some random chick raw dog and you were pulling out, like we pulled out in the worst way. Well, like, we're talking about like you pulled out way after the finish, bro. Like you just ruined the whole pull out game. You shouldn't have even pulled out. Because, Lord have mercy, did you fumble the football on this one? And the funny thing is, it had to be for some other reason. Because there's no way you could have fucked this up this bad with a little bit of strategy. It was a shit show from the jump. And I feel like that was purposefully.
Now you would say that ending a war is a good thing, but when you would think, but when you know that America lives, well, the American idea, the idealistic American lives by the bullshit slogan, we do not negotiate with terrorists. You've heard this before. Surely as an American, we have all heard these things that being said by a politician. We have definitely heard politicians say this to us. Oh, yes, we have. We do not negotiate with terrorists. You've also heard in your popular movies when, you know, big fucking banks are being taken over like JP Morgan. You know, some highly sophisticated terrorist, always foreign, creates a fucking laser liquid bomb that has BB shots in it, and he goes into the JP Morgan Chase Bank and tries to steal all the world's fucking resources in this one bank. When JP Morgan, what's his name?
Who?
His Madoff.
Good old Bernie.
when Madoff actually made off with your shit. But anyway,
That
I
right
digress.
there will show you that we are in the Matrix. A guy named Bernie Madoff made off with all these people's money. A guy named Anthony Weiner got caught showing his wiener on a camera. We are in the Matrix.
But as I was saying, you would think that ending a war is a good thing. But when you end war against, what you want to call them? Let's just use the word insurgents. The insurgents, and then you leave the equipment that you use to fight them with. 22 plus. Oh, Jesus. J Wall, please. Will you please?
I got you, my friend.
Give it a try.
22,174 Humvees. 634, what is this? An M1117? I mean, look at the motherfucker. It's obviously badass, whatever the fuck all the ones are. Who gives a shit? We left, they just left the shit. 155 mine-proof vehicles. This motherfucker can run over a landmine and just pull right up to the drive-through at Dairy Queen like it ain't shit. But like, bitch, flip my Blizzard or it's free. You follow me? Like it ain't shit.
This is all the shit that was left.
All the shit was left. And
the thing that killed me, they left 358,530 motherfucking machine guns. We just gonna call them machine gun, assault rifle, and then 126,295 handguns. What the fuck? You can put them on the men that you bringing back and bring them back.
Don't you think that the police that was gonna make us go to the gulags when we don't take the stabby needed those guns? What are they thinking?
Yeah, I don't understand the point.
Please explain to me.
Our military.
Please explain to me how just 20 years ago, somehow the Taliban were enemies.
Yeah. And honestly, soldiers, if I'm not mistaken, left this country and went and fought the Taliban, and some of them died.
Do anyone remember Desert Storm?
I think that happened.
Did it happen? Was it a figment of my imagination or no?
No, that actually happened.
Okay, so now you're telling me that somehow we because of terrorist group known as ISIS-K, we somehow work with the Taliban we work with one terrorist group. How does this make sense for a country that does not negotiate with terrorists? We work with one terrorist group to take out the other.
And can I just hit a little side note? ISIS-K, ISIS Kabul, the Washington football team, which used to be the Washington Redskins. You communists have zero creativity. Continue. I'm sorry.
This is all a part of what we call Biden's best. This is Biden's best. This is what he has given us so far. JD, are you paying attention?
I'm paying attention, Eric. I mean,
you cannot deny that. Okay, you end the war, and on its face, to dizzy to dizzying, shallow-minded people of politics, they would see this as a victory. The war in Afghanistan is done. But when you look at all the equipment that was left for reuse to terrorize innocent people, natives that live there, you know, what terrorists and those types tend to do, mercenaries and such, they're going to use that equipment against their own people. They're going to create upheaval enough to where, you know, American soldiers will have to come back and save the day. And it's a vicious cycle that we continue to fund. F-U-N-D. This is America. This is taxpayers' money. This is taxpayers' money. This is hardworking taxpayers. These are those red-blooded Americans who think they have it all figured out, that don't know that there was so much military equipment left for reuse by the Taliban. I haven't converted you yet.
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to convert me to. Did the man make mistakes? Yeah. He gonna make mistakes. He's human. But as
I'm trying to convert you. I'm trying to convert you into
how soon are we to forget?
Okay, I'm trying to convert you into the understanding of we are completely and truly fucked. Collectively, all of us. Yeah, I don't care what racialist side of the fence you stand on. If you call yourself white and you call yourself black, and I don't give a fuck about your nationalist pride in America. You can have your nationalistic pride while still living in America. If you live in America, you're fucked, because this is your president and he's running the goddamn country during a pandemic, and this is the beginning of Biden's best.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Here we go.
You know, we have to come together. That's why I'm running. I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
We're fucked, people. This is the executive leader of the United States of America. He doesn't even know what position he's running for. Let's watch that again.
You know, we have to come together. That's why I'm running. I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
It should scare you. It should scare you. That was during the campaign, the presidential campaign. It should scare you that your president, your now president, scratched his head before he announced that he was running for Senate while running for president. Okay. What say you?
I mean, the days be packed. They got a lot of work going on. Maybe the man was confused. I don't know. Hey, listen. I had a relative. I had a relative that passed away. I guess it was probably a year ago in January. When Donald Trump was elected president, me and him had a conversation, and I told him, I said, put your money away and set on it. I said, the next 4 years are going to be critical. I said, because running a motherfucking $1 billion corporation and running a country are two different things, and we're in trouble. Now, when I say to you, how soon we forget, Joe, at this point, can run outside on the White House lawn in his damn drawers, and the shit wouldn't shock me as bad as some of the idiotic shit that Donald Trump did. So at this point, it's not about converting me. It's about the fact
Okay, hold on,
I've
JD.
seen.
JD, come on, man. You kind of being disingenuous. Now, come on now. I'm just
saying it don't shock me.
Hold on now. I'm gonna play devil's advocate just so you can at least admit that he has at least did something that no other president sitting at the time has ever done.
And that would be
Donald Trump in a national address denounced the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, by name. I have the video. I have the video clip.
Okay. Okay.
Not even Barack Obama, Barry Soetoro, not even Barack Obama, 4 times 2, did not say that once.
Okay, Ert. But you just said here.
I'm not a Donald Trump supporter. I'm not a Donald Trump supporter. That was me playing devil's advocate for you to at least admit that he's done something.
Let me go on.
Not only did he do something, he did something that no other sitting president has ever done since the advent of the executive seat.
Okay. Then let me say this. You just sat here and told us how Brother Polight that you seen through him, but you gonna give Donald Trump kudos for denouncing the Ku Klux Klan, and this is a man that sits in corporate offices on a daily basis and makes the hard decisions. And you think he didn't think about that before he said it? To me, you look at it like it was a win because he said the shit, and I'm looking at it like, no, bitch, you just telling me what we want to hear. I feel like he thought the whole statement through before he said it, and it's like, let me get rid of these motherfuckers so I can keep all of these motherfuckers over here. That's why I feel like he done it. I don't feel like I'm gonna give him kudos for denouncing the KKK. Fuck, they've been around here for years. A lot of motherfuckers could have denounced their ass. Was it in their best interest?
No. You can't. How the hell did you just do that? How does that even work? How did you do that? You said a lot of people could. They've been here for a long time. A lot of people could have denounced the Ku Klux Klan.
But they didn't because it wasn't in their best interest. It was in his best interest to do that shit.
How is it in Donald Trump's best interest to denounce a fucking secret society that's been here for over 100 fucking years?
Okay, let me explain it to you. In first grade math, in Miss Clark's first grade math class. If you got 5 apples and you decide you need one of them is going spoiled, do you keep all 5 apples till they all spoil, or do you get rid of 1 apple and keep the other 4?
Hey, JD,
this guy was in his fucking best interest. Let me get rid of this 1 bad apple and keep these other 4 motherfucking good apples. That's how it was in his best interest.
You are not winning this argument. Okay.
I ain't losing
okay, but hold on. We're not arguing. But check this out. Okay. So check this out. So while we have documented video and audio evidence of Donald Trump denouncing the Ku Klux Klan, we have Joe Biden. We have Joe Biden as a sitting president saying this.
As also noted, Robert C. Byrd,
was a parliamentary library, a keeper of the institution of the Senate, and he was the institution itself. But to me, and many people here today, like guys I see, Bill Bradley and Jim Sasser, who've long left the Senate for greener pastures, and I hope better remuneration. We used to kid about that too, but for a lot of us, he was a friend, and he was a mentor, and he was a guide.
Friend, mentor, and guide, and he was speaking about Robert C. Byrd. Do you know who Robert C. Byrd is?
No, I don't.
Robert C. Byrd was known as a Cyclops in the order of the Ku Klux Klan.
Okay.
Lawyer and politician Robert C. Byrd was very influential in many politicians' careers.
So now you're going to tell me that Biden is promoting the Ku Klux Klan where Donald Trump denounced them.
Thank you. He eulogized.
So now
He eulogized the former Klansman. As Robert C. Byrd did later on in his life denounce the Ku Klux Klan, but at the same time, he was still a member. Now, with that being said, we have proof, just like you just said, JD, we have proof of Donald Trump denouncing the Ku Klux Klan, and we have evidence of Joe Biden, who wrote the 94 crime bill, who also eulogized a KKK member at his funeral. Damn, you are making it so hard.
No, this ain't even started to get hard for you because listen,
what is up is really down.
Our best motherfucking partner and friend is on this motherfucking podcast with us, and I know for sure I don't have to go worry about going nowhere and a gang of white people jumping on me because they don't like my color, and Jay Wall not being in the middle of the motherfucking fight. That's great. I know a lot of white people that's like that. They just not gonna have you fuck JD up like that. I get it. But at the same time, we had 400 fucking years of slavery. 400 of them motherfuckers is what they said. I don't know. I wasn't there. That was before I got here. But what I do know to be fact, because history has shown, there were a whole lot of white people who did everything they could do to protect and help slaves, whether it be get free or keep their damn life. I will not, and I put on everything I love, give Donald Trump kudos for denouncing the Ku Klux Klan. When you got the clips of him denouncing the Ku Klux Klan. Did you look at the clips of him from fucking what was the show he had? When he did old girl in Camilla. Come on, man. He don't like us no more than the rest of them motherfuckers. But it was about his motherfucking self-president. He was trying to save himself.
Wait. Let me interject because I had to jump out for a minute and get my shit right. I told you, JD, earlier about my phone, man. I had my phone on the charger outside. It went from 2% to 1% to dead. I was like, motherfucker, this shit is retarded. But nevertheless, here's my thing. I'll throw my hat in the ring. And for the viewers out there, I'm not throwing it out there as a so-called white guy. I'm throwing it out there as just how I see it. And you can take it how you want to take it. Donald Trump, I don't think he's any more racist or not racist than any old white dude you know. But what I would tell you is this. I don't think he's as racist as they want him to play him out to be. Because if you actually listen to all the sound bites, I mean, just go through and listen to everything he said. Is it racist or is it just asshole swagger talking shit? Because what did he say? A couple countries are shithole countries. He didn't really say nothing about race, quote unquote, if you believe in such. But he was just talking about the countries. He did denounce the KKK, in fact. But here's my thing with him. Here's my thing with the rate. Like, it was all. Here's my thing, people. Like, look at it. It was always a thing with Donald Trump. Like, he's a racist, right? Like, I feel like he's probably racist. And here's a couple different notes, but here's one. We don't know for sure because there's nothing like, he didn't say nothing verbatim where you'd be like, absolutely, he said the N-word. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got him on none of those clips. Luckily for his ass, I'm sure he said it. He's an old-ass white dude. I mean, get the fuck out of here. We all live in the same country. You know what it is. He's an old-ass white dude. He's probably said it. He's probably said it. Like, y'all were fucked up when Hulk Hogan said it. Y'all were fucked up when Hulk Hogan said it. He's old.
But with that being said, let's be clear. You live in the modern age.
Yeah.
And the modern age is absolutely soaked, dripping, actually drowning in racialist ideology. You all are racist. And if you're not a racist, you are definitely a nationalist. Yes. If you're not racist, which the majority of the planet is, because we have westernized ideas of politics and government. So most of the planet is racist. Most of the planet is absolutely nationalist. Be it your own, choose your nation, choose your nation. If you go by the racialist term white, you are a racist. If you go by the racialist term black, you're racist. Yes, you are. This is racism. This is how racism is practiced. It's a bullshit practice, but it's a practice that humans have adopted nonetheless.
What do they call Irish people in Ireland?
They call them by their nationalist identity. And they have, well, actually, the word cracker came, it was used as the Irish degradation because they would wear potato sacks, and if you let potato sacks dry out after being weathered and rained on, they crumble and crack like crackers. And if you read books, historic books, and books about history, you would know this. The cracking of the whip was a later adventation. That's bullshit. They really came from the Irish people who wore potato sack clothing. Crackers.
There you go, people. History for your ass.
Type of shit I'm into. But anyway,
I'm just saying.
But hold on, wait. I had 2 points on Trump with the racist shit that I really feel like will bury the hatchet. So let me get to these 2 points real fast. I'll get to them quick. So here's my thing. A, if you think about it, there's no way the president of the United States does not know what people are saying about him. So with the racist shit is this. I think he played a part in the facade of his racist views as far as Americans seen it. He could have put that shit to bed when he got on Twitter and said whatever the fuck he wanted for 4 years on Twitter, just doing the most. No president ever in the social media age, which I guess would really only probably be Obama, maybe the tail end of Bush.
Second,
Whatever.
If you talk about Twitter, yeah, he comes in second.
But,
Obama comes in second.
Yeah. But either way, nevertheless, I'm saying, like, in the social media age, a president tweeting, people are calling him racist left and right. He could have easily got on stage with his bullshit and put this shit to bed. But during the fucking debate,
when it comes to Twitter,
when Biden and whatever the fuck the dude's name is, the moderator of the debates, is pressing him. They're pressing him. And they say, what do you say about the motherfucking Proud Boys? Which is preposterous to just make that the face of any goddamn thing. But nevertheless, he was like, stand back and stand by. Bruh. I mean, even if you meant that in the least racist way possible, that did not help your argument at all. At all. Like, that's the worst verbiage ever.
Yeah, that was the stupidest shit you could ever say.
Here's my thing. We've got a millionaire bankrupt 3-4 times over fucking New York slick suave real estate agent as our president. That's what you got, honestly. It's all you got. I mean, anything else is preposterous to think. But this is what you got as your president. And nobody in his cabinet, nobody writes speeches, nobody thought in 4 years, hey, bruh, like, maybe we should address this racism shit, get it out of the way, because it really seems like the biggest thing that the left has to fuck you with, because the Russia shit seems to be like bullshit.
You certainly didn't address the racism issue under Obama's watch, because he fueled the racist agenda and the racialist propaganda. In fact, through Obama, I would say that racism was at its all-time high.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever seen any more videos of cops killing so-called black folks than the Obama era? Honestly, I don't think you have. It was a barrage.
As if it was engineered.
As if, right? As if. Please tread lightly. As if.
I'm just saying, man.
But here's my thing with Trump. I don't believe. Here's my thing with Trump, and I'll leave it to y'all to figure out the rest. I don't believe he's near as racist as everybody painted him to be, but I don't believe he didn't play that card. You know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't you just go on TV with all your bullshit and you love to run your mouth and go on there and be like, look, what's this racist shit? I'm not racist, people. Like, look, I'm not. Just go on TV like bare bones, no bullshit. I don't want to hear about the economy or what you're doing for jobs. Just bare bones. Go there and be like, look, people, you motherfuckers are calling me racist. I ain't motherfucking racist. I'm trying to get this shit together for everybody. Let's just figure it out. God damn it. I love America and everybody who inhabits it, and let's figure it out. But the funny thing is, that seems way too goddamn simple for American politics, which, if you think about that, is very fucking troubling. That's all I'm saying. If you really thought that the people of this country mattered and they cared about you, and you thought half of them thought you were a racist dickhead, wouldn't you put that shit to bed if you were really trying to do something worth a fuck for the people? You know what I mean? Like, you just let it ride. Like, people call me racist. I guess it is what it is. Like, you can get on TV whenever you want. Like, what do you mean? It's just, it is what it is. Like, are you or are you not, motherfucker? But here's my other point. Outside of Trump and outside of, I guess, if people want to say, outside of Obama, can you name me any other president that you didn't think was racist?
Nope.
Can you?
Not at all.
Because they all seemed old.
Not at all.
They all seemed so-called white, and they all seemed fucking racist. So Trump might have been a racist. And if Trump, in fact, is a fucking racist, how is he different from any other goddamn president? We had presidents that owned slaves. So
we did.
If Trump is, in fact, racist, he ain't no different than any president of the past. He's just another fucking president.
And my thing is, I'm not saying the man's racist. I'm just saying I don't choose to convict Joe Biden from a few media clips.
Okay, here's my thing. Here's my only thing. Here's my only real I convict all presidents across the board. All politicians guilty. Guilty as charged. They fucked us all. They fucked all of the people that they say that they work for, that they service. They fucked us all. Now, with that being said, I am saying that your current president is incompetent. He is not, from my opinion, he is not in the mental capacity to deal with such a situation that we are currently under.
And I'm saying, why did you choose to say that about him when you just come from under a incompetent president? I don't see what one was no smarter than the other.
Okay. Well, maybe Donald Trump was incompetent, but he certainly wasn't this.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
To mobilize what?
Children.
To mobilize what? Who? What?
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
He's mobilizing something that you can't even fucking pronounce. You should be afraid. We're all fucked. Understand, people, there will be no more presidents. There will be no more presidents after this one. It's over. It's done. What do you do? What do you present to follow that? What president do you present to follow? You think somehow after this president, after this.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
After that, it's somehow going to get better.
I do.
Show your face, J-Wall. Show your face. Let me see the expression on your face while you laughing. Yeah, I want to see it. Like, it's over, folks. It's over. Like, this is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you're throwing in you throw your hat in the ring out of desperation. It's like the last chips at the fucking crap table, and you're trying to see if you can bring at least a fucking dollar home to mama. This is not the way to go. This is not your last hope. He's not like, this is your
No.
This is the guy. Look,
here's my thing. You know what that. Oh shit! You gonna play something?
No,
you know what
go
that
ahead,
takes me to? That takes me to this. Back when we were asking them questions, those real easy questions earlier in the show. That's another question. All right. That's the dude we're calling president. Dude, there's millions of videos on the internet of him.
Hold on. That's the dude that we're calling president during a pandemic. Continue.
Yeah, during a pandemic. But here's my thing. I mean, he won. He's the president. But he is a bumbling idiot. Now, here's my thing, people. It's not for me. Oh, shit. It's not for me, a plumber, to say about the motherfucking president. But here's the thing. Do you really think that that's the guy calling the shots? So this is what brings me to what I was talking about earlier with the questions. Who's calling the shots? There's no way it's that dude. Are you crazy? Nuclear missile codes and such. Come on. Somebody's calling the shots. It's not that guy. Who is the Wizard of Oz?
The executive representative of the United States of America comes with a team. That team is known as the administration. The Biden administration is working in overtime because this motherfucker is loony. He's done. His all that shit upstairs don't work no more. And he is the president because you motherfuckers didn't like the last one. Oh, you use emotionalism to pick your president instead of a little rationalism, a little logic. I mean, let's just say Donald Trump was every fucking thing that you say he is. Is he able to keep the country together at least for 4 years in order to move someone else in? Obviously, you said no, but this guy is able to handle a pandemic.
Ert, you talking about a man who told us when the pandemic started to just drink some bleach. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, seriously, he told us to just drink some bleach. That is, if that ain't an idiot. I mean, I'm not saying none of them motherfuckers is extremely smart, but come on, man. Just drink some bleach? I can't, dude. I can't. I'm not saying that Joe Biden is a genius when it comes to running the country. I'm not saying that Donald Trump is the dumbest motherfucker when it comes to running the country, even though I believe he may be slower than the rest. I will say this. I don't believe none of them motherfuckers. So I live every day like it's my last, and I stay out of people's way and out of their lane, and I really don't watch the news, and I really don't worry about what the hell is going on in this country. Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck one of y'all up, and we good. And that's how I live. And we good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't understand. To me, Joe Biden was the lesser of two evils. I felt like Hillary could have been the lesser of two evils when she ran against Donald Trump. It is what it is. Ain't none of them motherfuckers gonna get it right. Let's face the fact. And some of you people may not be holy, but until the good Lord or that supreme being that you, whatever you believe, comes back and says, look, this is how it's going to work, the place is going to be a shit show one way or the other. No puns on the shit show, but check out the first broadcast of the shit show. We be back soon.
Yes, sir.
All I heard is you say something about Supreme, and I'm so high. I thought about a burrito Supreme from Taco Bell, and brother,
That's funny. That's funny. Me and my woman. That's funny. Me and my woman ate me and my baby girl ate a burrito Supreme from. I'm about to do a shameless plug. Let me make sure. Los Dos Amigos. Los Dos Amigos. Restaurant.
Los Dos Amigos.
Los Dos Amigos, Jessamine County.
So, butthole of Lexington, come to find out.
Very, very good, very good. Well, I tried to convert you. I'm gonna play 2 more videos, and then we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna have our final words, and then we're gonna call it a night. So I'm gonna play this video, JD. I tried to convert you. We are in a bad situation.
No. The thing of it was, it wasn't that you didn't try to convert me. It was what you tried to convert me on, and I didn't need converting on it. I'm not saying I can agree with the fact that you say that Biden has said some ignorant shit, that he's done some ignorant shit. Hell, fuck, I may be able to agree with the fact that he's an idiot.
Nice.
I'm looking back, and I'm a history buff, and I'm looking back at the last 5 years, and I'm like, okay, right now, yeah, you may be an idiot, but the motherfucker before you is still, to me, king of idiots. So until Joe shows me some more idiocy, and I'm not asking for it, I'm just saying, there's nothing to convert. To me, Donald Trump did a lot of stupid shit. That one commercial, and I know we've all seen it, where the presidents are all, where they had, inauguration or something, and Bush looks at Trump like, oh, you done fucked up. Worse than me. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm like, Bush was the king of the idiots until Trump come along. Now Bush is running around like a motherfucking peacock. No plug. I'm Adrian Peterson. I'm just saying, but Bush running around like a peacock now. Like, bitch, I am not considered the stupidest motherfucker alive.
Here's the point, and I don't know how the fuck we've allowed this to get off the rails so much where I'm just saying this now. And I do apologize for the listeners because, fuck, what a journey, right? But here's the thing. Operation Warp Speed came out of the mouth of Donald Trump. If you have more than 100 or more employees at your business, mandatory vaccinations. If you are in the medical field, mandatory vaccinations came out of Joe Biden's mouth. So birds of a feather flock together, my friends. So honestly, we probably wasted an hour of you good people's time with this bullshit. I'm sorry. I do apologize for the whole panel because Trump, Biden, Republican, Democrat, left, right. You know what left, right is?
You know what? I don't apologize.
You know what you need a left and right?
Let me say this real quick. I don't apologize.
Fly a bird.
Let me say this. I don't apologize because there are podcasters, you motherfuckers watch podcasters who do 4-hour streams and then delete the entire fucking stream.
Yeah, that's some fuck shit. right there.
We
would never
do
that.
You completely wasted your fucking time. It doesn't matter if we do it is 2:19, 2:20, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 hours, 19 minutes and 42 seconds. If it's all shit, we're still gonna post it. You're still gonna watch it, and you're gonna make your fucking judgment calls afterwards. We don't give a fuck. We're gonna post it. We're going to show you our worst, and we're gonna show you our best. That's just what it is. And with that being said, I'm saying this to you: Joe Biden is incompetent. I don't trust no politician, no president. If there was one president that at least tried to be a decent president, they shot him in the fucking skull. That's just my opinion.
Was that the guy that was in a theater or a Lincoln?
The guy that was riding in the motherfucking
Lincoln was in the theater. Lincoln was in the theater.
You know what's crazy?
He's talking about JFK.
JFK was riding in a Lincoln when he got shot in his noodle, but Lincoln got shot in his noodle
in the theater.
See, that's that conspiracy shit. See, you're trying to scratch my conspiracy thing, man. Stop it. Anyway,
come on, Morpheus.
Never trust politicians.
That's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. I don't trust any of the politicians neither, but that's a whole nother show for us, sir, because you said that JFK was the only president that tried
to be decent.
Really? Well, so you don't feel like that in any shape, form, or fashion Obama tried to be decent?
He tried to brush up on the heavy hand. He tried to brush up on the heavy hand, but the hand seems to be very heavy.
He tried to give economic power back to the people by writing Executive Order 0111. Executive Order 11110.
Okay.
Look it up. Executive Order 11110.
You know I will.
And they come back and holler at me. But he tried to give the people. He tried to give the people back some form of economic power, and not and take it away from the banks, and he paid for it dearly.
And he smashed Marilyn Monroe, so he's a goddamn G.
That's a damn shame, man. It always go back to sex.
Tell enough of Troy.
That may be why he wrote.
And in closing, I'm gonna say that this man is incompetent. He is not capable. He is not he does not have the mental faculty to deal with a pandemic, a planned pandemic. Nonetheless, it is a pandemic. He's going to fuck us all. Nothing good is going to come from it. I said it in a video that was made in early 2020 that we are headed towards mandatory medical martial law, and we are here now. So, with that being said, fuck this COVID shit. Fuck everything that's coming from it. Fuck all the jobs that are being lost, and fuck all the people that are riding with this fucking narrative that is being propagated by the mainstream news media.
If Donald Trump has his way, the complications from COVID-19, which are well beyond what they should be. It's estimated that 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk.
For real, bro? That's crazy.
Word. Word.
We all died. Get some tools, baby.
How are we still here? How are we still here? Hey, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching this shit. Hey, man. Appreciate everyone tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe. Continue to watch by getting notifications, by hitting the bell. Greatly appreciate it. I am Merc Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody, somebody. Joe Biden said
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. Don't think them shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not your average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerves like militias in the booth. Spit that word like there was a nigga too. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna stay asleep? Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk. Through the grave y'all walk. I talk for the slaves from the grave. It's war.